Finally, it is complete! Now if my calculations are correct, this should open a portal through time and space. Where is he going?
Anamorphine review for the PlayStation 4. Let's begin! Anamorphine is a walking simulator that centers around depression and has very limited gameplay mechanics. You don't have an interact button to press, you can't run, but sometimes your movement speed will be sped up automatically in the larger areas, and there is no text documents to read that tell a backstory. The whole story is told through its visuals. Although there is no interact button, you can kind of interact with some objects. To do this, you simply look at them for a brief amount of time. Doing this usually makes the object float back to its original position. You know what objects can or must be looked at as they glow. Some can be missed and are the game's form of collectibles. The game really is all about telling a story through its visuals. You will visit a few different locations that gradually change over time, and the colours and tones used really do reflect key moments in the characters' lives. Some places contain mannequins, but the feeling in these areas never comes across as scary. It's just simply a bit unsettling. The game also throws some confusing corridor segments your way that appear to be on a loop. We have seen this technique done before in other games, but not really to this extent. These moments certainly add to the mood, but they usually outstay their welcome, which makes them slightly frustrating. The most visually impressive thing that happens in the game are certainly the transitions from one location to another. Some happen randomly and are very unexpected, such as when what you have been looking at turns into a picture on a wall in a different location. It really is a magical moment. There are also portals similar to the one seen in Valve's Portal series, but you can actually walk around these and see the location inside the portal from a different angle. It really does look quite cool. Unfortunately, the game does suffer from a lot of frame rate drops and stutters. They do happen very frequently too, and sometimes you can't tell that they're coming up, especially as some happen in small areas. It's strange that the game engine struggles in these moments. Bicycle rides give you a nice change of pace from the walking segments. The bicycle's handling is decent and controls well, but some bike journeys do drag out for longer than they needed to. The idea is to get you thinking about the events that have just took place, but that doesn't stay on your mind for long, and then you're left with some quite dull desert environments to look at. The music that accompanies these moments is incredible though, so the journey is somewhat enjoyable, and I do highly recommend wearing headphones. It really does add to the whole atmosphere of the current part of the storyline. Unfortunately, the bicycle journeys do contain the most frame rate drops and stutters. Some parts are incredibly bad and completely ruins these parts. The game did only take me just under 2 hours to beat, and there isn't a whole lot to the trophy list. In total there are 10 trophies that can be achieved. There is 4 bronze, 5 silver and 1 gold. A lot of the trophies will pop up during main events during the storyline. Some of the trophies can be missed. These ones will require you to find and look at certain things in the world, such as all the glowing objects. It's a basic trophy list, but not a whole lot could be done here, as the game does contain very little gameplay mechanics. This game certainly isn't for everyone. The way I see it is that it's like an art gallery that is in motion, with a storyline that attempts to have an emotional impact, but fails. It is quite hard to feel any sympathy for the characters, as you don't really know a whole lot about them. Sure, you do get to see key moments in their lives, but their characteristics are never fully explored. For a game that's all about depression, you shouldn't feel so detached from the main characters. It makes key moments less impactful. The price is very steep for what you get. Surprisingly, the game is nearly 22GB in size, and you can add a little extra to that for an update that you will need to download that prevents a game-breaking crash. The size is quite surprising to me, as there isn't a massive amount of different locations. You will be revisiting locations a lot. The environment does change, and it does go a long way to progress the story, and is a unique way of storytelling but the repetition does kick in. I really do enjoy the occasional walking simulator, but Anamorphine ultimately comes across as quite forgettable. It does have some beautiful scenery, amazing transitions, and some lovely music to accompany it, but the storyline just doesn't reach the same quality.
Where is he going? So the staff was found at Chernobyl.
You called, Morph? Did you need something?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Beat t-shirts are now available. Check the link in the description of this video for more information. At this moment in time, the frame rate drops and stutters hurt the experience so much. The developers have told me that they are working on a patch, and when it is released, I will let you know in the comments of this video. There is also a PSVR update coming out in the future, so be sure to look out for my review of that when it lands. As always, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe